Do you have plans in place for the time when you will need long-term care? Are you already assisting a family member or friend? Like most Americans, you will one day have to plan for your long-term care needs and how to pay for them. Or you may already be caring for a loved one. Simply put, long-term care is care you receive when you become unable to care for yourself. AARP is concerned about the escalating costs of long-term care. Once you learn more about the costs of living longer, you may want to join our campaign to ensure that quality, affordable long-term care services are available when you need them. With nearly 1.4 million members in Ohio and nearly 40 million nationally, AARP is a strong voice for older adults. 12,000 Ohioans turn 60 every month. Thanks to medical advances, many people are enjoying longer, healthier lives. Yet that success also presents a challenge. The numbers tell the story. By 2050, Americans over the age of 75 will more than double. The number of those over 85 will roughly quadruple. By 2025, a mere 15 years from now, 1 in 5 Ohioans will be 60 or older. An astonishing 15 million Americans will be in need of long-term care in the next decade. Long-term care is care given for 3 months or more for age-related health conditions. It is given in 4 settings: nursing homes, assisted living, small group homes and larger apartments, and in single-family homes. Many younger adults who are disabled also benefit from long-term care services. The majority of long-term care, a staggering 80%, is provided by unpaid caregivers. Will that pattern continue, or will the next generation provide less care for their aging parents? The majority of people working as family caregivers are employed in the paid labor force. More than 20 million employees in the U.S. have aging, ailing parents. Women who must balance work and caregiving are especially vulnerable. They frequently work in businesses that may not be covered by the Family and Medical Leave Act. And they may have to take time off or leave their jobs, cutting into their wages and retirement savings. Business productivity suffers when workers must take time from their jobs to provide care. In fact, U.S. employers lost $34 billion in 2004 due to absenteeism and workday interruptions. The United States is also facing a shortage of paid caregivers due to the declining numbers of people entering this employment field. Not enough doctors are going into specialties to manage age-related medical conditions. And the wages of caregivers are among the lowest of all occupations. In 2008, the median hourly wage for home health aides in Ohio was $9.80. Long-term care is more than a personal issue. It's a political issue as well. Why? Because Ohio invests billions of your tax dollars in Medicaid. Of the state's current total Medicaid budget, 36% goes to long-term care. Spending on long-term care is projected to grow from $4.2 billion in 2006 to $13.2 billion in 2020. At that rate, left unchecked, Medicaid would consume 68% of the state's entire general revenue fund. The vast majority of Ohioans, 94%, prefer to receive their long-term care at home, but Ohio spends most of its money on services that are delivered in nursing homes. Of all Medicaid money spent on long-term care in 2007, 74% went to nursing homes. Only 6 states spend more than Ohio on nursing homes. Why is spending skewed toward nursing homes? You may be surprised to learn that the federal government has given you the right to nursing home care, but home care and assisted living care are optional. That means states can choose to provide in-home care assistance or not. Individuals can be cared for at home for much less expense than in institutions. Home care costs about $20,000 a year compared to $60,000 or more for nursing home care. In other words, government pays top dollar for care that could be provided at 1/3 the cost in the home. If the runaway train in long-term care costs continues, Ohioans will be faced with catastrophic cuts in services or dramatically higher taxes on families and businesses. Some people say that we should look to ourselves instead of government to pay for the services we'll need when we're older. Yes, people should take personal responsibility for their care. But since it costs more than $60,000 to stay in a nursing home for just 1 year, most of us can't shoulder the burden without government aid. More needs to be done, but what? AARP is working on a solution to improve the balance in spending between nursing homes and home and community care. By expanding home and community care, older adults will lead more independent lives and have choices about their care. They will get the right care at home, where they prefer. And Ohio taxpayers will save money. You may be wondering about the impact federal health care reform could have on long-term care. This legislation made some meaningful changes for older adults, including prescription drug benefits and free annual wellness checkups. AARP will continue working with members of Congress to find solutions for Americans who have done the right things but still struggle to build a nest egg, find an affordable health plan, and provide care for a loved one. In the meantime, what can you do about the cost of living longer? One important step is to take charge of your retirement and plan for the time when you need help caring for yourself. Let your elected representatives know that you want more older adults to live out their days in the safety and privacy of their own homes rather than in nursing homes. And finally, please consider joining forces with AARP in our quest to improve the quality of life for older Americans and their families. If you would like to receive more information from AARP about long-term care, please fill out our information card. Working together, we can help our families and friends live independently with real choices about their long-term care.